I think before I knew that I had ADHD, I would just feel guilty for feeling this way. I'm gonna have some low days and I'm gonna have some high days, and I know that my good days are gonna average out my bad days. That's what society tells us, especially as women, is, and I don't want to show off my life as something to be jealous of. Being your own coach, step away from the drama of everything and observe objectively. I am at my work today, walking back to our main facility from our locked dementia care unit. I just feel so tired today. I want to put a blanket over my head, sit in the corner, cry, and then go to sleep. I think I'm PMSing, so I just feel so stinking drained, but I've got to power through. I find what's easiest on these days when I just have zero energy to just embrace the suck. If I feel awful, just allow myself to feel awful. Just kind of not to fake it, not mask, but talk less, smile less, do less. I try not to overthink it. I try to just let myself do the bare minimum with people, knowing that when I actually enter that room, I will give them all I have, and I will give them a really good therapy session and do what needs to be done with that person, because that's my personality. Not that that's very profound. When you're tired, allow yourself to be tired, right? But I think that I used to be such a perfectionist that I would force myself to perform at the same level every day, no matter what. I think before I knew that I had ADHD, I would just feel guilty for feeling this way and think I have no excuse. I have to perform at a certain level. No matter how I feel, you just have to push through. And I think that's what society tells us, especially as women, is it doesn't matter if you're on your period, you have to perform at the same level. And to sort of break that cycle and say, no, I'm gonna have some low days and I'm gonna have some high days. And I know that my good days are gonna average out my bad days. And giving yourself permission to have bad days, I think, frees up your mental and emotional space quite a lot. I always forget to introduce myself and do the whole welcome to my channel thing. I hate that. But my name is Shelby. If you're new here, welcome. I am 29. I've been married for 6.5 years, and I don't have kids. I work full-time in the healthcare field as a physical therapist assistant, and I am diagnosed with combined type moderate ADHD. I was diagnosed about 6 months ago, and I'm on the journey of learning how to live my life in a better way, coping with ADHD. If you like watching people's just normal, everyday, mundane lives, join me, because I'm figuring out how to manage ADHD. I'm figuring out how to live a content married life with no children. We do want to have children eventually. We will get there eventually. We are extremely financially frugal, saving a lot of money. We've paid off $35,000 in debt in a year and a half, and we have $29,000 of debt to go. We're over halfway there. So we're making a lot of money, saving a lot of money, not spending a lot of money, just being frugal, working, and vlogging. That's all. So hit the subscribe button if you want to stick with me and watch me live my life and learn some ADHD tips on the way. Thinking a lot about vlogging and why am I struggling to film. I feel like I have to come up with a topic that's worth filming or something profound to say in order to film it, when really the whole purpose of this channel is to just kind of film everyday life. And I don't want to show off my life as something to be jealous of. I don't want people to watch my content and think, oh, I wish I was her. I want them to watch my content and think, oh, my life is actually quite normal, because look at this YouTuber who is also living a normal life. And I hope that I'm delivering valuable enough content as well. There are other things that I've been thinking about doing, such as maybe marriage advice or how to resolve an argument, or how to decide how much to do, or how to rest, and ADHD strategies, and marriage advice. I think we have a very successful marriage, and we've gone through a lot, and we've learned a lot. And being married for 6 years, and being 29, and my husband is 31, and we also don't have kids, and so we've learned more about ourselves and our marriage and our relationship by not having kids, because we've had all the time for us to learn a lot about how to work together, and how to resolve arguments, and how to listen to each other and help each other and respect each other and learn about each other and learn about ourselves and become better people individually ourselves. We've also paid off $35,000 of debt in a year and a half. I mean, that's impeccable. And we don't make a lot. We both make average to low income levels. My husband's a freaking school teacher. We're not millionaires over here, and we've paid off a lot of debt just because of how we live frugally. If you can tell I'm squirming, it's because I have to pee. I have to pee, so I'm gonna go. I also just pulled into my garage, so to be continued. Apparently I lost the audio on this footage, but basically what I'm doing here is I just got home from work, and our neighborhood HOA is requesting that we paint our mailbox. And so my husband went and got the can of paint and asked me to go out and paint the mailbox. Apparently my hair is sticking up right here. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but that's what I'm doing. I'm about to go out and paint my mailbox. All the little neighbor kids are running around, riding their bikes. Do I need to sand this down first? Yeah, I should. I don't know if I have sandpaper. Hi. Hi, pup. I'm looking for sandpaper. Do you know where some is? While I'm down here, though, I'm going to go ahead and put a little laundry in, because it's like I'm ADHD or something. This is where a cat litter is, by the way. Technically, I should be cleaning the cat litter right now because I just did laundry and I've habit stacked both. But as you can see, my kitty cat is actively using the cat litter, so I'm going to give her some privacy. Oh, the sandpaper. I almost forgot that. Need this. So I was dead tired earlier today, and I still am pretty tired, but honestly I'm feeling better, I think, because this is a pretty dopamine-inducing task. It's a unique task that is outdoors and is using my hands, kind of crafty, so I really don't mind doing it too much. I figure I'm going to paint from top to bottom because, I don't know, that makes sense to do it that way. I am not doing a perfect job of this because it is an outdoor mailbox post. Who cares? My wedding ring is now covered in paint. Hold on. I gotta fix this. Okay, I'm back. So I ran inside, put my wedding ring in a bowl of water, cleaned it off a little bit, and then it occurred to me that I left my phone out here videoing while I was gone, and how bad it would be for a neighborhood kid to come along and say, oh, whose phone is this? And grab it because it's currently unlocked and like look through all my photos. Not that there's anything bad on my phone, but I was like, holy crap, I should probably not leave my phone unattended right by the street and sidewalk. That would be really bad. But I did rescue my wedding ring. I feel like I should get credit for that. Why does this post have to have 4 sides on it? There's so many sides. I don't want to paint all these sides. Hey, it also just occurred to me that we share a mailbox post with our neighbors. Why am I the one out here doing this? My glasses are slipping down my nose. I've never lived in a neighborhood before. I grew up in the country. We had a creek and a woods in our backyard, half an hour away from everything. I'm just not used to living in a neighborhood. That's why I say, like, it's so weird to hear children playing in the background. Even trick-or-treating on Halloween. That's the first time I have ever done trick-or-treating. Growing up, we did not participate in trick-or-treat or Halloween in any way. My parents didn't believe in it because we're Christian. I don't think that there's anything wrong with dressing up and doing candy and stuff. I think it's a fun holiday, but yeah, we just never did trick-or-treating as a kid. So my husband and I really enjoyed doing that this year and having the neighborhood kids come by. It looks mildly better than it did before. I got paint on my neighbor's mailbox accidentally. Hope they don't mind. Okay, am I done? So I just finished painting the mailbox and eating ice cream for dinner. I will be having real dinner, possibly, maybe, who knows. What was I gonna say? Oh, I feel the urge to do a workout just because I'm pretty dysregulated and I need some heavy input into my body. So I'm gonna go do a leg workout. It's weird that I was dead tired earlier today and now I actually feel fairly energized. I'm not sure what's happening in my body. I'm either PMSing and going to start my period tomorrow or the next day, or I might actually be pregnant. Don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. You just see a tail. That's all you're gonna see. I have had a huge problem with not being able to hold my pee. So I invested in these. These are like weighted things that you put up in and have to hold them. So I'm going to insert one of these and wear it while I'm doing my leg workout and see if I can incorporate some Kegel action while I'm working out. I don't know if I can find my way out. I'm stuck in a prison of doubt. In this time. Oh, foot cramp. Oh, foot cramp. And everything is growing up tight. There's no room to breathe. Each morning starts differently for me, and this day I am having a lot of brain fog. I use a dopamine menu to choose what I want to do to wake up each morning, and today I chose just active movement and stretching and yoga just to get the dopamine flowing and give myself a little ramp to wake up. I'm also using a sound machine with bird sounds and an open window to flood light into my system. The first thing I do downstairs is turn all the lights on. I think I want coffee today. I don't usually like coffee, but I think I want coffee. Do I want coffee? Or do I want orange juice? We don't have any orange juice. I don't want coffee. I want water. So this is ADHD at its finest for me. I often, when I wake up with this amount of brain fog in the mornings, I will spend a lot of time just stretching and moving my body and trying to decide what I want to start my day. It can be really difficult to even decide if I want coffee, orange juice, or water. And as you can see, I'm just sort of pacing around the kitchen and mindlessly staring into space and being very indecisive. I do have a list on my cabinet that sort of keeps me on track as far as what I need to be doing to get ready for work. And it looks like this morning I finally settled on using an instant coffee to get some caffeine in me. And this is a instant coffee that I really like to use. It's really good and easy to make. It's a lot easier for me than having to go through all the steps to make real coffee, and it also doesn't burn my stomach when real coffee does. So this, along with mushroom coffee, is often a go-to for me. It is Tuesday or Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday morning. My watch died, and I want something new and different, but I haven't been able to find something that I like that's durable enough to survive the abuse that I put it through. Anyways, I say that because I don't know what day it is, and I don't know what day it is because I'm not wearing my watch. I think it's Wednesday. Pretty sure I need to go to work today. So I already packed my lunch because this is stupid. I'm gonna sit. So that you can see me. This is a stupid angle too. What's happening? This is hard. So I already packed my lunch because I don't record when my husband is down here, and we packed our lunches together this morning, which we don't usually. Usually our routines do not sync up like that, but they did this morning. So for lunch today, I have a bag of chips, cucumbers, an orange, and then the main thing is a container of taco meat. Peppermint is here. And then I have one of these little boxes, and in this is just folded tortillas with cheese on the inside. And then what I would do is open this, recollect the cheese inside the tortilla, and put it in the microwave so that that was my earbuds that she just knocked off the table. Put this in the microwave so that the tortillas and cheese are all like melted and soft, and then obviously microwave the meat, spoon the meat into the tortillas, and then I just have a simple cheese and meat taco. I also have this little protein pack of whatever this is, like beef jerky and cheese in here, and then I always keep some random granola bars on the bottom of my bag. So nothing exciting, extremely simple stuff. Last night we had tacos, so this is just leftover. I had thoughts on what I wanted to say in this vlog next, but I was like, wait, I'm gonna get dressed and do my makeup first. And I cannot remember what I wanted to say. But I do know that I need to leave for work. And I also have to pee. My cat is drinking out of the toilet. It's gross. Move, Nala. I need this. Out. Man, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I had thoughts and I can't remember what they were. This drives me crazy. What was I freaking gonna say? Oh, I remember. I was gonna tell you about my audiobook. That's what I was gonna say. Come with me. So the audiobook that I'm listening to is Tiny Experiments by, don't remember what her name is. I don't remember what her name is. It's right here. I need to eat breakfast. So the book Tiny Experiments, I don't really know how to describe it very well because I haven't finished reading it. I first heard this concept from another YouTuber. I will put her name right here. And she mentioned this like tiny experiment method of like 2-week experiments in your life. And then, so essentially you can decide like, I always use journaling as an example, but I'm going to journal for 10 minutes every day for the next 2 weeks. And then you force yourself to do that for 2 weeks. But then at the end of the 2 weeks, you can decide, did I like that? Did I not? Do I need to change it? Do I want to repeat that experiment or do I want to get rid of it? And so it eliminates the like permanence of, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. You don't have to force yourself to do something for an entire year. You force yourself to do something for a certain time frame. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks. It could be 2 months. But that way, if you have a goal that you want to achieve or something that you think is going to be your brand new hobby or your brand new routine that's going to be amazing and change your life forever, I think it's really ADHD friendly because it's sort of an experiment that you're like, okay, I'm going to do this for a certain period of time. But if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to force myself to keep doing it, or I'm going to revisit this in 2 weeks and see how it's going and maybe tweak it to be better. Gotta make sure my drawstrings are even. I think that's all I know how to explain about this book for now. But you might start seeing me implement tiny experiments in the future because I think it's a really brilliant concept. I don't really have a tiny experiment that I'm doing right now. I want to keep reading the book. Toaster popped. The chapter I'm on right now, which I have no idea what chapter I'm on right now because audiobook, but she's talking about the plus minus next method to sort of self-reflect and review how your day has gone or how your week has gone. And I think this would be a cool brain dump method of something to add on to the end of a brain dump is just plus minus next. Positive thoughts, things that were good, things that you want to repeat. Minus is negative thoughts, self-critiques, things that you want to fix, or things that were bad. And next is things that you want to intentionally incorporate in your future to do things differently First lunchbox. Water. Water bottle? Water bottle. It's upstairs. Gosh dang. This is why I have that checklist on the wall right there, because I would have left the house without my water bottle. Sorry, my camera-ing is bad today. I'm gonna use this one today. Do I want electrolyte mix today? Yes, I think I do. Let's try this again. Lunchbox, water bottle, coffee, earbuds, fidget glasses. I need you. Sorry about the beeping, by the way. My car beeps like a freaking tractor when I'm backing up. There's a school bus picking up children right behind me, so I'd better sit still for a second. Is there a child behind me? Okay.
Frequency for plus minus next in the experiment in and of itself. Plus minus next is a powerful way to interpret.
Okay, so in the book, she's talking about the self-reflection method of the plus minus next, and also how it's sort of like being your own internal coach. And so I know some of you probably have an ADHD coach. I've never had an ADHD coach. I think that would be really cool, but I don't have the money for that. I do have the money for that. That's not where I'm choosing to put my money. So I like her concept of sort of forming this external identity of yourself, being your own coach, being able to step away from the drama of everything and observe objectively, how are things going? How are you feeling about this? Is this good? Is this not good? Do you like it? Do you not? And how can we improve this? I've always been very bad at self-reflecting. Make a mistake, don't learn from it. Anyways, I'm really enjoying this book. I downloaded it like a week ago, listened to it for hours for like 2 days, and then completely forgot that I had it. Until this morning, I remembered that I had an audiobook. So it's Thursday morning. I really, really wish it was Friday morning. I slept in this morning because I didn't sleep well last night because I had restless leg and I was crying. I'm prepared to start my period today. It's gonna suck. Also, my father-in-law and his wife and stepdaughter are coming over this weekend to spend the night, Friday night, and stay through Saturday and hang out with us. They're coming into town visiting. And originally, I would have been kind of over my period by the time they got here, except that my period's late, so I'm going to be right in the middle of my period when they're here. And it's going to suck. Sort of mentally preparing for that. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow, that drives me nuts. They couldn't have put a sign up earlier to tell me that this road is closed. I am not in the mood for this today. Wow, am I angry. Today needs to be Friday and it's not. It's freaking Thursday. I have not started my period yet, but I am spotting this morning. I feel very angry. I was super hormonal last night. I cried hysterically for no reason. My husband was amazing. He was like hugging me and kind of laughing at me because I was being hysterical. And I knew it. I was sort of laugh crying because I knew how hysterical I was being. 100% hormones. I had restless leg syndrome again last night. I don't know why. It's so annoying. I don't know what I would do without my squish balls. Okay, so also what happened yesterday at work, several months ago, I lost a jacket at work. I loved that jacket, and what would happen is I would be cold in the morning, so I would wear it. I would walk into a patient's room, and a patient's room would be like 90 freaking degrees in there, and so I would get hot working with them, and I would take my jacket off. And so I lost it a few months ago, and I knew I must have left it in a patient's room. Well, I spent weeks looking for it. I told all my coworkers, I asked all the nurses, like, have you seen my jacket? I asked the housekeeping staff, have you seen my jacket? We thought maybe the patient took it home, but I was like a little bummed that I lost my jacket. So I bought a new one yesterday. This nurse that has been off work for a few months, I don't know where she was at. Maybe she was working a different shift or something. She's back. She was wearing my jacket. Like, that was my jacket. I 100% recognized it. My jacket, the same wear and tear, the same little stain. And I asked her, I was like, oh, hey, I like your jacket. Where'd you get it? And she was like, oh, here. Like, she got it at work. And I was like, huh, it's cute. And I walked away. And I told one of my coworkers, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's wearing my jacket. My jacket that I lost months ago, she's wearing it. And he thought that was hilarious. And then he told all my other coworkers. And now I feel bad because I've kind of gossiped about this nurse and made her out to be like some thief or something. And she's not. Like, I'm the one who lost my jacket. I don't think she stole it from me. She found it. Finders keepers, right? I just thought it was funny. But now all my coworkers are like, why would she take your jacket? And I sort of feel bad. And I should have said something in the moment. Like, I should have made it this funny moment at the moment when I asked her where she got her jacket. And she was like, here. And I was like, oh, it's cute. Hey, haha, funny. That's my jacket. I should have said something. And I didn't. And now it's awkward. Now it's weird. And now I can't say anything because it'll look like I've been like stewing over this for weeks. And I really haven't been. She's wearing my jacket. And then all day yesterday, I was like, should I say something? Should I not? The whole therapy team knows that she's wearing my jacket, and she doesn't know that she's wearing my jacket. So that's what happened yesterday. It's 9:30 and I need to get into work. I'm already drinking a Celsius at 9:30 in the morning. Oh, that's not going to do me any favors. Show you what I'm wearing today. Stay, 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 stay. It is 8:50 p.m. I finished uploading all of the video footage that was clogging up my phone. So I did that. I took a shower, which was good because I really needed that. And then I sat outside and worked on editing for a while. Right now, I am moving laundry through because tomorrow my father-in-law and his wife and stepdaughter are coming, and they're going to spend the night with us Friday night. Tomorrow's Friday, so they'll spend the night with us Friday night and then head out on Saturday. We're not sure when they're leaving, so we'll plan on kind of hanging out with them on Saturday, and then they'll leave at some point. We had one experience of hosting one time where we didn't really have any plan. We just had like the whole day to spend, and we were like, we'll just do whatever. And that was so miserable to me because I need structure. I need to like know we're doing this, then we're doing this. Just a whole day of open space while hosting. No. I can't do it. So the plan for Saturday is I'm going to make a nice breakfast for everyone, which means that I need to put a grocery order in and have it picked up tomorrow so that I have stuff for breakfast. Thinking out loud. Then we might go putt-putting. We'll do something for lunch, maybe back at the house, maybe we'll go out to lunch. And some board games, Mario Party, Mario Kart, that's always an option. But I just need a plan. Okay, I'm back upstairs in our room. What I was saying though is that I am washing the sheets on the guest bed. So I was running the laundry through to clean the sheets on the guest bed, and I vacuumed tonight too. I vacuumed the main floor. I completely forgot that they were coming tomorrow. I knew they were coming this weekend, but it did not register in my brain that this weekend starts tomorrow because they're coming Friday, Saturday, not Saturday, Sunday. And my husband called me on my way home from work and he was like, hey, remember they're coming tomorrow, which means we kind of need to be ready for them tonight because we're both working tomorrow. And I was like, oh. And I am still sort of scrambling because it's just not sinking in my head at all that they're coming tomorrow. And like when I get home from work tomorrow, they'll be here. It is after 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime. It's past my bedtime. Good night. It's Friday morning at 5:45 in the morning, and I have not started my period yet, which means I'm 3 days late on day 32 of my cycle. I have not had a 32-day cycle in, hold on, let me look. So in 15 months, I've only had a cycle this long one time. Oh well, not that big of a deal. Today, our guests are coming over, so I need to get the house ready and the guest room ready before I leave for work, and I need to be at work by 9. I might try taking Adderall today. Again, I haven't taken it in a couple months. For a month, I don't know. Time, I have no concept of time. But I haven't taken it in a while because I was trying to get rid of the restless leg syndrome. But the restless leg syndrome is not from Adderall because I've still had it without Adderall. It has gotten a lot better, but it's still there. Total brain fart. I can't take Adderall because I think I might be, you know what? I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm going to start my period today. But no, I'm not going to take Adderall. My kitties are hungry. You hungry? Nana? So cat tip. This leftover food in the bottom of the bowl, if you leave that on the bottom of the bowl, they will not eat it next time they come to the bottom of the bowl, and you will gradually collect more and more food on the bottom of the bowl. I'm not even in the frame. Hello? Hi. And they won't eat the food at the bottom of the bowl. So here's what you need to do. Have an extra little cup. Pour the extra food into the extra little cup. Put fresh food in the bowl. Put the old food on the top so that they have to eat it first. And then they'll eat all the way to the bottom. And they'll always leave a little bit at the bottom of the bowl that they won't eat, and they'll start being super obnoxious, asking for more food. Just take that extra food at the bottom and put it on the top. Okay, I need to grab some breakfast and I need to get out of here. I need to leave for work. It's 7:45. I had said that I need to leave by 8:30 because I have an outpatient at 9. I really try to avoid having patients at specific times, especially in the morning, because it adds stress to my morning, and my boss knows that and doesn't give me anybody before 11 o'clock in the morning so that I can get in whenever I want. Yesterday, they told me that they needed me to see at 9 a.m., which is fine, but that means that I need to get out of here soon. I also want to make it home this evening at a reasonable time because we're hosting this evening, so I need to get out of here, which means I need breakfast. I'm gonna do a protein drink this morning for breakfast because I just need to leave. You ever just redo your hair in the car? Because by the time you finish all of the crazy, ridiculous stuff that you've been doing all morning, your hair is all messed up before you've even gotten to work. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? My hair is shorter in the back than it is in the front, so the back of my hair always falls down, so I use a barrette in the back to hold it up. It's 8:15. I needed to leave by 8:30, so I'm doing good. Wow, so much has happened since I recorded last. It's Saturday night. Our guests have left. It was a great time. And now I'm exhausted, and my belly is full and happy, and my heart is full and happy, and I'm tired, and I'm very thirsty from eating a lot of takeout. There's sounds of nature around me, and children playing. It's a beautiful evening. I mean, just look at that view. There's honestly some great noises happening out here right now. It's a really, really nice evening. The neighbor kids are playing. It's just really beautiful. I'm sitting out here editing. My husband is in the living room, right there. It's just so beautiful. I just can't get over how beautiful it is out here. Let me show you what I'm looking at right now.